Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Christine. I will leave all my socials down below. Now today we will be reviewing Jeffree Star x Shane Dawson Conspiracy Palette. So if you would like to see how I got this look and what I think of this palette, then keep watching. Okay guys, so we are here and we are here to review this Conspiracy Palette by Jeffree Star x Shane Dawson. Now I'm super excited about this. Any eyeshadow palette that has Jeffree Star's name attached to it, I am automatically drawn to. From the beginning of time, since he just sold his velour liquid lipsticks, I have been obsessed with his brand. I think whether it's a concealer like this, each product just has this signature look to it and I am in love with it. Then again, on the flip side, that doesn't mean that I am going to feed you guys a bunch of positive reviews when it's not positive. I wanted to touch on some subjects because I feel some beauty influencers are clouded with judgment and are biased. I myself, even though I love Jeffree Star Cosmetics as a brand and it's actually one of my top favorites, I promised myself that when I decided to upload my first video on YouTube that I was going to be super honest with you guys because I am a makeup artist and I am a consumer. So although Jeffree Star Cosmetics has bomb products and I have not yet complained about basically any other products that I have tried out, one thing that I do feel negatively, I guess have negative feelings towards, is the customer service. Now in the beginning when he was just selling his liquid velour lipsticks, the customer service was stellar. It was, super on point. They got in touch back with you within the 24-hour mark. Now, when the Shane Dawson Conspiracy Palette had just launched, I had sent customer service an email and I got an email back stating that they weren't going to get back to people for whatever reason. I assume because it was a big launch, which is fine. But on the flip side, if you are a consumer and you want to get in touch with customer service, that is a problem, I had a question and it was pertaining to the pre-orders, but whatever. That was the issue. I figured it out, whatever. This time, I was waiting for my mystery box, my Christmas mystery box to come in. I still hadn't gotten a shipment confirmation and I decided to email customer service to see basically when my mystery box was going to be sent over to me, and they never got back to me. That was a week ago. So I feel like definitely his customer service has been lacking a lot lately, and that's the negative side to Jeffree Star Cosmetics in my opinion and what I went through, what I experienced. Also, if you are in a rush to get the products, usually, again, I am a makeup artist and I've ordered from numerous beauty brands and beauty websites. I usually wait about the least amount of time, a week and a half, from the time that I order something from Jeffree Star Cosmetics to the time that I get an email stating that they're shipping it. That's just from those two transaction emails. So if you are in a rush, and let's say like for me, I want to review products online and have it up for you guys in a timely manner so that way you know whether to buy it or not, it's a hassle because waiting a week and a half just to say, a week and a half is the minimum, just to say that they are sending my products, then I have to wait for the products to be shipped. There's definitely other beauty brands that are more faster in terms of shipping. So those are my two complaints. Again, I have nothing against Jeffree Star Cosmetics. You guys know in one of my previous videos, I had mentioned two of his palettes as being my favorite. So there is nothing negative or ill will towards Jeffree Star Cosmetics or Jeffree Star in general. But me as a makeup artist and as someone who reviews makeup online, I have to be honest to my consumers and my viewers. So just the two of those things are to keep in mind. Again, I just wanted to touch base with that because you are coming to my channel to see how I review the products, and I am not going to be biased in any means necessary, whether I like the brand or not. So getting back to the makeup. This is the Conspiracy Palette. I ordered the Mini Controversy as well, and I have that, but I will do that in a separate video just so each palette can have its moment. So this is the unicarton that it comes in. It's one of those slip unicartons. Now the box that it came in was your signature pink Jeffree Star box, which I love and I always tell you guys I love. And it had the tissue paper, which was really cute and custom, of the Shane Dawson logo and the Jeffree Star logo together. It was really, really cute. This is the actual palette. Again, it has that trunk vibe like the Blue Blood and the Blue Sugar, which are my two favorite eyeshadow palettes. I love them. I like that the clasp is like a black chrome. It's almost like a black kind of dark silver chrome. Now this is what the eyeshadow palette looks like in the inside. Now, my opinion when I first saw this, to me, it is a little more tamed as opposed to the other Jeffree Star Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes. But this is a really beautiful color selection, and I'm really excited to try it out. So I definitely did not try this out. This is going to be a first impressions for you and me both, and I'm going to be 100% honest, like I had mentioned in the beginning of my video, whether I like this brand or not, it's gonna be honest regardless. So we're gonna dip right in. I figure I wanted to use that black for sure, which is my right here, which was this black here, because I've seen a lot of eyeshadow palettes get black wrong. If you haven't tried his first palette, which was Beauty Killer, he had a black in there with little flecks of glitter, and that's one of my favorite blacks. I love that black. So I'm really excited to see what this black is about. So I'm gonna pull you guys closer and we're going to get started with the look. So dipping into that shade, my right here, which is this black, and I wanna show you guys the kickback. Right away, you can tell that this shade is pigmented. This brush is a Morphe M506, using my crease as a guideline, and I'm creating somewhat of an oval shape. So I don't want to take it all the way in. I want to take it about here because I plan on cutting the crease. But this color right away, you can tell, is super pigmented. Next, I want to utilize the shade Not a Fact, which is this shade here. And I am taking it on a Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH40. Same kickback as the other. Actually, it seems like a little less kickback. I will show you guys. It seems like less kickback than the black shade. And I'm taking a little bit at a time because using dark colors like this, you don't want to go too crazy because it'll get muddy really fast. And this shade as well is super pigmented, as you guys can see. I'm not having any trouble shading the two colors together or blending the two colors together. Next, I want to use the shade Pigment, which is this shade here. And I'm taking it on a Morphe M433. And I'm just going to go back with the shade Not a Fact, which is the previous shade that I used. Take a little bit on the same brush that I used Not a Fact in and just apply more so it doesn't lose its pigmentation. I'm feathering it out. I'm not really using much pressure, applying much pressure. This also helps with blending the two colors out together. So you guys see there is some fallout here on my cheeks, but this is the reason why I don't apply my foundation first. So I don't mind fallout. But for the people that do, there is some fallout here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the same thing on the other eye, cut both of their creases, and then we will be right back to finish the look. Okay, so we are back. I did the other eye off of camera as well as cut both of their creases. I love cutting my crease with the Star Concealer in the white just because it allows for whatever eyeshadow I put on top to be that much more vibrant. So we're gonna continue. I really wanna try that shade Diet Cola, which is that metallic silver here. And I'm using it on a Morphe M124. I love that metallic silver. Next shade I want to use is the shade Cheese Dust, which is this shade here. And I'm taking it on a Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH41. Now you definitely want to blend with the previous shade, which is the Diet Cola. This literally reminds me of when you're eating cheese doodles and you get that cheese dust literally on your fingers. Beautiful color. And with no extra product on the brush, I am just dragging the color on the Diet Cola so it blends seamlessly. Next, I want to take the shade Flaming Hot, which is this one here. And I'm taking it on a Morphe M166. Again, you want to blend it with the previous shade, which is the Cheese Dust. And then the brush, because you know I like to use a brush per shade. The brush that I used not a fact on, which was this burgundy kind of looking shade. I'm going to use it by taking more of that shade and just blending it with the Flaming Hot shade so it blends seamlessly into the crease. Next, I want to see how vibrant the shade Food Videos is, which is this shade here. I definitely want to test that out because a lot of eyeshadow palettes tend to get a yellow shade wrong. So I'm taking it on a Morphe X Jaclyn Hill, and by wrong I mean just not as pigmented as it should be. I'm taking this on a Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH39, and I'm just dipping it in, and I want to put it in the inner corner. And right away I can tell you it is super pigmented. Look at that, that's crazy. This is literally one of the best yellows I have ever tried on an eyeshadow palette. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this eye off camera as well as apply my complexion products. And maybe we'll do something on the lower part of my eye and finish with the review. So be right back. Okay, so we are back. So let's finish the under eye. What we're going to do is we are going to use my Rides here, which is this shade here. And you want to be really careful with applying black in your under eye. And for something different, I want to use What's the Tea, which is this one. And I'm mixing with the tea and pigment, which was that pinky shade, sweeping it under my under eye. So this look is complete. I used a total of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shades out of the whole palette. Now, you know I do not believe in swatches, but I will swatch some of them for you that I didn't use, just so you guys can see the shade in general. So I'm gonna swatch Ranch, My Pills, Tanakan, Diet Root Beer, and Just a Theory. Using my fingers. Ranch, My Pills, Tanakan, Diet Root Beer, and Just a Theory. So this is Ranch, this is My Pills, this is Tanakan, which is basically almost my complexion, so you probably can't see it. This is Diet Root Beer, and this is Just a Theory. So these are all the shades that I swatched for you guys. Now, what do I think of the palette overall? I think this is very consistent with Jeffree Star Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes. I've never had a problem with them. You guys know that 2 of my favorite all-time palettes are Blood Sugar and Blue Blood. I just love Jeffree Star Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes. I think they're super pigmented. This is no different. I love the color story. If you're somewhat of a neutral gal, you can definitely utilize many shades in this palette. If you're someone who wants to experiment with color, there are many pops of color as well. And for the people who want more vampy colors, this also suits you guys as well. So this is a really, really good universal palette. In terms of my negative thoughts in the beginning of this video, I actually just got a confirmation stating that my mixery box is actually being shipped. So I did not get a response from customer service, and I emailed them a week ago. I never got a response, but I did get a confirmation just now while I was finishing up my makeup offline with you guys. I just got a confirmation email stating that it was being shipped. So those are the two things to keep in mind in terms of my negative thoughts and my opinions. Again, this is not to trash the brand, because you guys know I am super in love with this brand overall. This is actually one of my top favorite brands, but since I did sign up to review makeup for you guys online on YouTube, I have to be honest whether it's a makeup brand that I love or that I hate, either way. So I just want you guys to know that I will remain neutral and remain unbiased when it comes to reviewing makeup products. Other than that, I think this is a really beautiful brand. I love this brand. I love its creativity. This palette is no different. I think it's gorgeous. I love the trunk. I love the clasp. The pigmentation, I will show you guys a close-up. Super, super amazing. This yellow in particular is one of my favorite yellows that I have ever tried. And I've tried many yellows in an eyeshadow palette. But just to let you guys know before I give you guys a close-up, everything I used the Jeffree Star Cosmetics concealer to cut out my brows and to use under my under eye. This is the shade C13. I used shade C0 to actually cut out my crease. This is the white shade. I love this for cutting out creases. So if you guys are looking for something that can cut your crease and still keep the shadows pigmented, this is perfect. For my foundation, I use the Tarte Amazonian Clay. This is in the shade Light Medium Neutral. One of my favorites. For my bronzer, I use the Marc Jacobs. This is the Coconut Tantastic. This, again, another one of my staples. For the highlighter, I used, this is the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Money Honey Supreme Frost. This is what it looks like. And it's just basically a gold kind of green shift to it. It's kind of like chameleon. I am super in love with this highlighter. For my waterline, I used in the outer portion, I used the Jeffree Star Cosmetics. This is the Anna Nicole lip pencil. Again, these are eye safe, so you can use them for the under eye. Along with in the inner corner, I used just a white pencil. This brand, I think is, this is a Wet n Wild. For the mascara, I used the Too Faced Damn Girl mascara on the top part of my lashes. And then for the bottom, I used the Milk Makeup. This is the Kush mascara. So I will give you guys a close-up so you can see everything in all its glory. This is the final eye look. Super obsessed with it. I want it to kind of look more, not messy, but I can't think of a better word for it. Messy on the bottom lash line. But I love the color selections. Everything blended like a dream together. Everything was super pigmented. I have no complaints in that category. For my lips, I used, this is the MAC Lip Pencil in Beat. And then I just ombreed it with the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Lip Gloss in Candy Drip. So this is the highlighter. I love this highlighter. And this is the complete look. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I would love to have you here. We are pretty chill. We are unbiased. I just am in love with makeup and I love to recommend bomb products for you guys. So please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.